Hello, it's Martin Wales. I'm here with our expert, Mr. David Paul Sipp, talking about rent-to-own systems and strategies and how they can benefit you as a mortgage broker today. One of the frequently asked questions that is proposed to you is, what is the minimum deposit required for a rent-to-own house?
Well, thanks for the question, Martin. The minimum down payment that a client will require to be able to get into our rent-to-own program is 3%. It's less than the big chunk of money that you would be required if you were able to qualify. And that's why it's usually attractive for a client that isn't able to qualify for lack of a down payment. Now, 3% may not necessarily seem like a lot, and if you're thinking that as a mortgage agent, you're right. It certainly will limit the maximum purchase price of a home that your client is going to get into. And that's actually a good thing because we're conservative to begin with. We only will qualify up to 3 times income, and again, there's another 3. It's 3% of the purchase price. Now, if at 3% of the purchase price, the monthly payment is something that your client isn't comfortable with, they have a couple of options, and this is where some of the flexibility comes in. One, they have the option to choose a cheaper property. If we have tried to get them to a 10% down payment or to have 10% saved, they may opt to go for only 7%. So with that 3% initial deposit, they obviously are capped at what they're going to be able to look at and potentially buy, but they still have flexibility in terms of what they're going to end up actually getting into.
There you have it. If you have a product or service that has flexibility, you can pass it on to your client to provide a creative solution and one that gets them into a home that they will be satisfied with. Join us again next time. I'm Martin Wales with Mr. David Paul Sipp, industry expert on rent-to-own systems and strategies.